Hope everybody's having a phenomenal Florida day. Bit of U2 where the streets have no name for you today. I hope you enjoy it. Please sit back and enjoy the show. I wanna run, I want to hide, I wanna take down these walls that hold me inside. I want to reach out and touch the flame, oh, where the streets have no name. I wanna feel sunlight on my face. I'll see the dust clouds disappear without a trace. I want to take shelter from the poison rain, where the streets have no name. Oh, where the streets have no name, where the streets have no name. We're still building the burning down low, burning down low. And when I go there with you. It's all I can do. Oh, the city's a flood, and our love turns to rust. We're beaten and blown by the wind, trampled in dust. Oh, I'll show you a place high on a desert plain, where the streets have no name. Oh no, where the streets have no name, where the streets have no name. We're still building a burning down low, burning down low. And when I go there with you. It's all I can do. Our love turns to rust. Oh, we're beaten and blown by the wind, blown by the wind. Oh, see our love turns to rust. Oh, we're beaten and blown by the wind, blown by the wind. And when I go there with you. It's all I can do. All right, now it's Freddie and Alicia on the Brooklyn Cafe Show. How about that? Thank you very much, you two.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And they look at the NDI behind us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That screen behind us is a show from last night. But they didn't tell me in time to change it, so I'm going to do that. Why don't you talk a little bit and while I get that fixed?
Well, did I ever tell you that I have met... I've met a lot of aliens in my life. I've had encounters with them. They were just illegal.
So if you write in on that joke, do not, I repeat, use me. Let it go to her.
Listen, I come from foreigners, okay? They weren't illegal, but, they always said in my family, they always said that I'm like Priscilla, my sister, used to say that I was abducted by the Egyptians.
And Priscilla's in studio today, so we'll ask her that question. That was really true. I gotta get you back. Lights in the Night, these lights that you see in studio today come from this company, who actually, they are filter lights. They take away all allergies. And if you saw me yesterday, I was crying.
Really?
It was cleaning up the allergies.
I haven't tried it yet, and
like
I have it, and I shared it with Priscilla. Priscilla, did you try it?
You shared a light bulb with your sister?
Well, because I had a great idea. Stop.
Wow. Stand up. I thought you were the comedian, Liz. In studio, we have Liz with us today as well. Liz is a stand-up comic.
You are, Liz? Oh, with that sweet voice of hers?
I love improv. Love me some improv.
The funny thing is, that don't think for a second that she's that nice girl next door.
Oh, don't be fooled.
We had to sign all sorts of contracts and everything for her not to be a sailor. And,
a
right?
sailor?
Tell her.
Yes, I have a potty mouth, actually, but I'm going to be on my best behavior, and I'm excited to be here.
And she does it all with like a sweet sound to her voice. It's just like, hi, I'm Liz. How are you?
My voice is like syrup.
Oh, it's sweet and smooth, and it hits your blood sugar really
When
hot.
it goes down, She actually did a show with Louise on You and Your Doctor last week. She co-hosted. That's the first time in 6 years.
Oh, so much fun.
That show had a co-host.
So much fun. It was totally spur of the moment, too. You just gotta
We just threw out there.
seize the moment. I loved it.
So she has that smile. I'm going to tell you, don't turn your back. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out.
Imagine like her
good
doing like
girls.
revenge.
She's quick.
She's like, I'll get you.
Well, we've been talking about doing a show called Liz Unleashed. So what does
Yes.
that tell you?
Oh, that means, wow. That means she's going to open up a can of worms, right?
Liz Unleashed. It's about living your life unleashed, unattached, and having more of those, oh crap, I'm gonna die moments that, take you over the edge and help you show up better as a person and have a more exciting life.
And the funny thing is that she coaches people, right? Why don't you
Yes,
tell
I
us about
do.
your coaching career?
I coach men and women into living a life unleashed, having more moments that take your breath away, having more moments where you're like, oh crap, I got to do it, and following that inner voice inside you that says, this is my calling, I have to go, and just do it.
Now,
Do it or die.
Now, can you imagine, Baxton, of her teaching you, oh crap, this is how you live life? Now, can you imagine that? That's the way it is. Oh crap. Oh crap.
Oh crap.
Oh,
the
crap.
bird flew away.
So you want that recommendation, right? Oh crap.
Oh crap, I'm going to die.
You believe
Like the
this?
time I went to Utah over the summer, this is where Liz Unleashed was born.
Oh, why?
In the middle of nowhere,
Oh, boy.
Utah, no one was around. I was driving, trying to find these sun tunnels. It's actually
What sun tunnels?
These sun tunnels. They're a work of art by Nancy Holloway.
Oh,
and I
right,
was
right, right.
all by myself in the middle of nowhere. Like I could scream and no one would hear me.
Hold on, pause for a second.
It was like crazy.
Can you pause for a second? Do you hear her? How she sounds? Okay, play.
Yeah, so that's where Liz Unleashed was born. Was
In
in
the
the
sun
mountains
tunnel?
of Utah,
Well,
at
you're
the sun
perfect
tunnels.
for our alien show, which airs on Monday
Yes.
night.
Oh my gosh,
A
you'd be
sun tunnel.
perfect. And yes. I totally, he would love
Did you say yes?
I think I did, but
I'm your girl.
So you're the sun tunnel goddess.
Yes.
I love
So
that.
what is a
Look at
sun
the title. A life
So
of,
I went there at the summer solstice because the summer solstice is the
right.
longest day of the year. So Nancy Holloway, the artist, developed these sun tunnels. So when the sun sets, it sets in the middle of the tunnel. So when you're standing outside the tunnel, the sun is in the middle, and there was all these people there. Like, I loved the energy. Like, I was just like high on life there. Just the energy was such a high vibration.
So let me
and
get
I
this
loved
right.
it.
You took a plane to go there?
Well, I was visiting my girlfriend from college
Oh,
in
okay.
Utah, and then I kind of took a side trip.
I got you. Because if anybody gets in a plane to go find some sun tunnels,
It was totally spur of the
kind of
moment.
scary, scary stuff. Nanu, like what you say.
Spur of the moment.
So when you found the sun tunnels, did anything happen? Because it's interesting you're talking about all this.
Yeah.
Because today we're going to be talking Lionsgate Part 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is about portals and the way things are being changed. On Thursday, you familiar?
Yes.
come
You
maybe
know,
she was
I
gonna say
dabble in astrology. It's not my jam, but I do dabble a little bit into it. So, but that's your thing, I know.
My thing? What is?
Like astrology.
No, she's more of the alien kind. Illegal. Alien. And there's applause in the back.
Oh, when he says it, it's funny. When I say it, it's offensive.
No, towards her because she opened that Pandora's box. Now today at 1 o'clock we have Helen Archer coming in, and she does astrology. She talks about the planets.
Fascinating.
She predicted about Harris running for president. She predicted that Biden was going to step down. All of these things
Wow.
she predicted, and it's really amazing her
A
track
lot of
record.
people predicted that, though.
Well, a lot of people
Biden
predicted he was going to
gonna-
die because he
Well, it's in his
coughed up a
name.
hairball.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that she is right like 90% of the time, which is amazing.
That's cool.
It's amazing.
I mean, it is cool. Meaning, like, I noticed that, but I never.
And here comes the explanation. I got it. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, he's like nanu, okay, all the time.
I get her.
What is Nanu?
I don't know. It's alien talk. I don't know.
She.
Mork and Mindy.
Well, that's where it originated from Mork and Mindy. Hey, did you ever watch the show Mork and Mindy?
I knew the guy who played, the guy who.
You know
killed
Robin
himself.
Williams?
Yeah.
No, psh, you
I
don't have
met
to go
Robin
there.
Williams.
Oh,
I met him when he was alive.
oh, you guys, you. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, you don't know because Robin Williams is my favorite, and Lucille Ball. You know.
Robin Williams was doing something in the CBS studios in Manhattan, and my father had a building across the street, and we were working. Cheetah Moreno's. I was working in her apartment. So I said, let me go downstairs and see if I can get in the back room of CBS.
Yes.
And Robin Williams was back there.
Oh, it wasn't at the gym. Someone else told me they met him at the gym.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't meet you at the gym. I didn't meet him at the gym. I met him at CBS.
Oh, you know,
Not the
yeah.
gym.
I love him. I love Robin Williams. God bless his soul. And Lucille
Anyway,
Ball.
so Liz Unleashed is going to be doing this particular show. I still have to ask you, you're going to coach people how to be unleashed?
How to live a life that's unleashed, where
Is that-
you don't give a crap about what other people think, and you just live your dreams and follow that inner voice inside you. Listen to it.
So you don't care what other people judge you,
Yeah.
and you're going to be free and do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, Liz, I read a book and it's called The Purpose-Driven Life. And there was one chapter in it that said that we are given gifts, these callings, and if we don't utilize them, then we're not allowing other people to receive the gifts that we're supposed to give. You know, so that's like life unleashed. That is something that if you don't utilize, each one of us are specifically made with a purpose, and if we're not
What's your purpose?
to be a pain in the
See, she knows she's a prime candidate for Liz Unleashed because this one's always unleashed.
Come on, girl.
You know, in my family, they don't call me Alicia. They call me Lee.
Wow.
I heard they call you other things, but we can't say it on there. Now the funny thing is here, and I got my guy over here, Wisconsin, who is actually his last day today.
No,
And
it is.
this
Just when you grew on me. Oh man, what is it with these
It's
interns?
Aiden's last day, Lauren's last day.
It's Aiden, not Nathan. This whole time I thought your name was Nathan.
Nathan's in there.
Oh crap! I thought he was Nathan.
He's a different intern.
Oh, Aiden, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Boo.
But I wanted him to enjoy for his last day a show where Liz is here and you're talking
Nathan enjoyed the last show.
last stuff as well.
The thank you video.
So we have it. Is it on the board?
I'm scared to see it. I haven't
All right, let's play it so we can get this out of the way.
move on. Yeah.
Yeah, let's play it. that porn music? And we did that, and I want to thank Rebel. I want to thank
Freddie
Rebel for
loves
putting
the
that
music,
together.
by the way, people.
Yes, I've seen a couple of movies. Should remain nameless on that kind of music. But anyway, I want to thank the kids that helped us put all of this together. They had a very, very bright future ahead of them. And you know, it's not goodbye. It's I'm going to see you again because I'm not through with them. I mean, the group of kids that are going out have outstanding futures. And
What is your special power, Aiden?
I'm a film major, so whatever that comes with.
And you love to direct. You love
that's
to.
my
Okay.
dream is to direct in Hollywood.
Well, when you get into your first movie and you get it, just remember me because I want to go see it and do a Q&A type of deal.
He wants to see it. I want to be in it. I mean, but I don't do horror. That's the only thing.
She's the best horror.
Okay. Freddie.
I'm listening to
Shame,
Liz.
shame, shame.
Liz, Unleashed, right? I could be Unleashed. Can I be Unleashed?
I could definitely coach you.
Freddie.
I'm Unleashed every single day. They put things on the graphics that they don't listen to me and things of that nature. What is wrong with these people? But anyway, today's show is going to be interesting. We're going to do some moving parts. We're going to bring you Lionsgate. We're going to have Helen. We're going to have somebody who does home remodeling, part of the community outreach program that we do here at the cafe as well. We have Sally Bernard over there. Call me Zena. I'm still trying to figure out why her name is Sally, but she wants you to call her Zena. But we'll figure that out. We got Mark in the studio as well for Lionsgate, the co-owner, co-founder. I read. Is that correct? Mark, are you the co or are you the owner founder?
Yeah.
He's the what?
Co-production.
Co-production.
Yeah. I also have a specialty. I teach this workshop called Superpowers for Normal People.
You teach superpowers?
Yes, I teach superpowers. Translate along with the aliens.
Liz, what's your superpower?
Intuition.
What does that mean?
She has a tuition that's inside.
I just got a cold
That I can like
shiver.
read people. I read people pretty good. And
Really? What do you think of her?
Intuition is like just following your inner voice.
You're cracking him up. Look at him
What do you
snort.
think of her?
Well, first of all, she's beautiful.
Really?
And I love
Thank
her
you.
highlights.
Yeah, she
hair.
loves my highlights.
Because I love the caramel highlights.
But what do you think of her
Caramel.
intuitionally? Intuitionally?
Intuitionally.
Intuitionally, what do you think of her?
Well, ask me a question like, what
Is she
would
normal?
you like coaching
Is she normal?
on? Well, she said she's married. She has a sister.
I didn't say anti-normal. I said, is she normal? My condolences, by the way.
Well, normal doesn't really
He wants to know if
exist.
I'm average.
If she's
What's
average,
normal?
below
But why
average?
be average? You get to be above average.
Above
You get to be outstanding. She is outstanding.
She is. She definitely is.
Yeah.
She's outstanding.
Oh, you are. Oh, you.
Outstanding.
I paid her a lot of money for that. Oh, thank you.
I figured,
got you.
let's get the show off
I
right.
wanted to improv with you.
Oh, let's totally
Oh,
do it.
you know,
I
we
love
should
it.
do improv on the show. I was thinking about
No, we're
that.
not doing that today, but
Not
we are going
today.
to do it on another show.
Can we please?
And we're going to have puppets.
I'm all about puppets.
Because Baxton leaves in a week, 2 weeks,
The 20th.
the 20th. And we have puppets in the back, and we always wanted to do something with
What?
puppets.
No one ever told me.
Puppets. Right now, Freddie, you want a puppet
Not
show?
now.
Do you know I have a
Not
special
now.
power? I can connect with puppets and like or plush animals, and I can totally bring a personality out of them. And I don't know, they have a real personality, and it's like
See,
I
you
see
have
dead
this
people.
effect.
No, I
love
see.
Your sister told me that you go home and play with puppets. I couldn't believe
I
that.
don't have that time to play with
No,
puppets.
she tells me you go home and when
No,
you take a
no.
shower, you play with puppets,
I do not.
singing in the rain,
I sing in the shower.
and you do all sorts of skits from movies. Just when I thought I was getting out, they bring me back. Can you do that with the puppets?
You know, he has. I guess Freddie already like the things he knows everything about me.
Your sister told me.
Priscilla is in her own world. She doesn't have the time to talk about me.
Anyway,
Priscilla, we're talking about you. Where are you?
we're going to open up with Lionsgate.
Yes, but 1 second. I just want to share one thing with you.
Okay.
Did you know the Where's Waldo book? Do you remember that?
No, I never read it.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah. I'm going to do a book, Where's Priscilla? It's just going to be like Where's Waldo? And we're going to go page by page because Priscilla is always MIA or
over
she's
there.
very late. I know.
She's in the green hall.
Because thank God, because I got a third party to be a part of this and a fourth party. If Mark and Scarlett's involved, then she's going to be, okay, fine.
I'm just going to send Mark to get them and put them in the seat. That's all I got to do.
Where's Waldo with Josh? You remember that?
I did it with
Really?
Josh and I did it with Gio.
Yeah. Where's Gio?
We made a doll. We buried it in Boca. And if you found it, you won $10,000. I don't even remember where I buried it. That was 8 years ago.
Aw.
know
Man,
where
I
it
would
is.
Hey,
totally.
you know I found that doll, right? What's my 10 grand?
No, I don't think anybody's going to find it. I think that doll was dismembered.
Is it 10 grand still available?
No. I used the money.
You used the money. What if somebody comes back with the doll?
You're never going to find this doll. It was put in the shredder.
Oh, yeah, right. You just had never found it, and you can't admit it, or you found it, and so you kept the money.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. So we're gonna bring in Lionsgate's gonna come up first. You're gonna have Liz and Alicia with me here. Dawn is flying right now on a plane.
Oh, good. She's on her way back.
I don't know if she's on her way back. She's on a plane. I don't know when she's gonna get
Come
here.
back as soon
Yeah.
There's some
You
storms
said
out
she's-
there.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see when
God
she
bless
shows up.
her, Dawn.
She'll probably
Yeah.
be around tomorrow or
Okay.
Thursday. We'll see.
All
what
right. She will be. She loves. This is her home.
And then I'm gonna go on vacation starting
You
tomorrow.
are. You're going away.
I'm exhausted.
Are you going away?
I didn't get out of here till 7 o'clock last
Then
night.
you can go to Lionsgate.
Yeah, I'm going to Lionsgate. When we come back, let's go to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring up Lionsgate. And if you want to call in, 888-994-4995, Studio A. You can follow us on, what does that say? You want to read that?
I don't see anything.
That paper right there.
Oh, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. This message is brought to you by AM2 TV.
And in Pepto-Bismol. We'll be on the other side of this commercial. Don't go away.
Bye.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Ant Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Ant Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. All right, so Alicia has some guests in here from Lionsgate, which we started the interview yesterday.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Lionsgate was here, and we had Sylvia, and we had Mark, and now we have other parts of Lionsgate, starting with Scarlett, who's a part of Bit Basil. And Scarlett, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming all the way from Miami. So, woo!
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Scarlett, tell us a little bit about what you are doing with Lionsgate. Tell us a little bit about Bit Basil, and then also you want to talk about the moon. Also, I want the audience to understand everything that you're involved with.
Oh yes, thank you. So let me do a quick introduction of who I am. So my name is Scarlett Rana. I am actually the co-founder of Bit Basil. We're one of the largest crypto art community here in Miami, Florida. Since 2020, we have been empowering the artists and creators about NFTs and Web3. So everything from understanding how the internet works and having ownership of their IP, as well as selling their artworks, doing one of the largest art activation that happens every year in December during Miami Art Week. As part of Bit Basil, our initiative is to help empower the locals and the artists and creators to have ownership of their artwork, which we use as a digital artifacts. What that means is, for the very first time, artists and creators can own their IP and to be able to sell it on the internet as a free market. The previous past, artists had a very difficult time selling their artwork. This is partially due because they often were very limited as to who were their audience. But having ownership of their IP, or in this case, a digital artifacts, allows a bigger market, leveraging the internet itself. This is often what we call in the industry digital twin. A digital twin means a replica of their art that can be displayed and sold on the internet using blockchain technology. This is what helps a lot of these artists sell their artwork around the world, allowing a global audience. So the Web3 community really is all about the internet itself. It's just that we often think about the internet as a way to use social media and stuff. But for the first time, what we do is teach audience and how to empower themselves of having ownership of their intellectual property in order to monetize their content. So every year in December, what we do, we help facilitate the educational angle to Web3 as part of the BitBazo community, where we help educate a blockchain technology. So this is something that we've done every year. And also we've gone as a grassroots effort to help these audience in terms of how to leverage the internet and sell these artwork. And Lionsgate is one of those initiatives where we bring the Web3 community. We host a series of panel talks and educate how to get yourself involved, understanding this new internet. So it makes it very easy and onboard the audience and how to use this technology. So if you hear the word blockchain, XR, and AI, we're here to help you on that. Where is through artists will become evangelists to the technology and to help them how to monetize their artwork. One of the biggest pain point with artists is how do you authenticate their art? So how do we know that this artwork comes from you? And to prevent people from copying your artwork and to have a better ownership of that. So that's what this is really about. We host a series of events, BitBazo, as a way to get artists engaged through like an entertainment business model, education with entertainment, where learning can be fun and not very academic and very difficult to understand. By doing a showcasing of all these artists and interacting with thought leaders in the space, you could then learn and be part of these great initiatives. So that's something that I'm kind of giving more of an overview. And in order for you to get engaged and learn about this new internet, I definitely encourage you to come and join us this Thursday at Lionsgate, as we will be there hosting a panel talk, bringing thought leaders as well as artists who are currently involved doing Web3 and also be able to showcase of their artwork and their success story as part of their provenance, and also how artists are leveraging this technology not only to sell artwork, but to also create impact.
It's funny because you're actually sitting in front of Ken Beaverman's digital artwork. And
that's his also, right?
That piece right there sits in the Vatican. So this piece goes for $1,200, and he called me yesterday that the Vatican now was selling the original for $6,000. So Vic Canales from South Florida Oldies Radio wants to buy all the pieces, which is exactly what you're talking about. And 2 years ago, when the market was at a certain number or what have you, we were taking Bitcoin to sell them. And then that shifted when it happened. And now he's gone back to dollars. But we used to trade in here Bitcoin for the artwork as well. So I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. But it's coincidental that you're sitting in front, exactly what she's talking about, you're sitting in front of a piece.
Here, so the viewers can see. Hold on.
Which is a real nice way for artists to get back on their feet. During COVID, we sold over $100 of artwork in here a week. During COVID. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Wow.
And the way it happened was because nobody could go out, everything was done online. And then they came out 2 years later with exactly what you're talking about, which increased the sales as well for the artwork. And you're taking pride in selling these pieces. I didn't understand any of it when it first came out. Nobody did, except the artists and the people who understood Bitcoin.
And tell us about how this also includes NFTs, right?
Yeah, so NFT stands for non-fungible token. And what that really means is fungible, think about as something that is a series. Like for instance, a dollar bill is fungible, there's many of them. Non-fungible means there's only one of its kind or a few of its kind. So it cannot be easily replicated. When we leverage the internet, it's basically a way or blockchain technology to authenticate that this artwork is truly yours, meaning you have the ownership of IP. So that means whoever wants to buy it, they have to come to you. So it cannot be easily replicated. So this has to do with the intellectual property of having ownership of their artwork. And this could be used for paintings, music, videos, and so forth. So it's all on the creator industry. So we don't often think about the internet as this a telecommunication vehicle, but also as intellectual property. So when you create content on the internet, you want to be able to show ownership. This allows you to monetize on that artwork. So what happened in this case in 2020, for instance, there were a lot of artists who were struggling due to COVID. This actually allowed an opportunity for artists to learn this new technology that would leverage and distribute their technology, their artwork around the world. And so the use of blockchain technology, which is what is called ledger distributed technology, allows the artists to have more understanding and leveraging the internet for distribution. So one of the things that we did as BitBasil, as a crypto art community, we opened our doors as Miami had a huge blockchain ecosystem, and work with the local artists to help empower them to learn about this technology. So that's kind of one of the key secrets to what happened in Miami, as Miami had a very strong art community, and then we were just teaching them about this technology. Bitcoin, which is both a cryptocurrency and a technology, it's an immutable technology. What it means is it just lives off the internet, and the technology itself is distributed, meaning it's not hosted on a data center like AWS, Amazon Web Service. And what that allows you is it lives on a distributed node network, meaning it cannot be taken down. So that allows the immutability angle to this technology, where the art can just live distributed around the world through the internet itself. So this is very powerful. I always give an example of Amazon in its early infancy, when Jeff Bezos proposed, what it'd be like to sell books online. So that was really radical at that time. People thought, why would I ever buy a book online? I would just go to the store. What people didn't understand back then is this allowed an ability to open your customers globally, leveraging the internet. Now, we're doing the same thing, but it's called Web3 because it's just a new type of technology, which includes XR, AI, and blockchain, XR meaning metaverse, and allows you to bring more audience to your art. Basically, if you're a local Florida artist, your art can now be sold and seen from anybody but anywhere in the world instantaneously. And we can verify that this is truly your art and not like somebody trying to replicate your art through blockchain technology. So that allows the artist to be able to sell their artwork without the fear of being replicated or misused. So because it's on a distributed ledger technology, we could tether back where this art originally came from to authenticate the art that is truly yours and not a copy of yours. This prevents things from frauds and also prevents people trying to copy your design, because in the end of the day, it's all about IP and that type of ownership.
Well, I understand how it works. My question more is, how does this tie into what the Lionsgate and that day on Thursday, what does this have to do with that? Because they're two different worlds, unless it's a community-based service.
It's both, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Lionsgate is a community that is really strong about the moon itself. One of the things that BitBasil has done with Space Blue is this idea about creating this time capsule. And this time capsule is a moon museum. This is something that we did with NASA as a collaboration, as a payload of a time capsule that was placed on a moon module, and that was taken to the moon. We were actually successfully landed on the moon as in February 22nd of this year. that was a call to action that Bip Basil and Space Blue did around the world, where we got 222 artists to submit artwork, where it's going to be preserved as this moon museum. So the tie-in from all of this is about the moon itself. It's about the culture about the moon, and as Bip Basil and Space Blue is all about culture and how we can leverage this technology not only to save art as a timepiece, because we figure out using technology we can for the very first time preserve artwork that can outlast humanity itself for thousands of years from now. So we like to think that this is a method to preserve art on a nanofinch nickel disc that the art itself got inscribed on this and then became part of a payload onto this moon mission.
So it's a disc. They put
it's a
disc?
nanofinch nickel disc.
So they put a disc on the
vessel.
On the vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, correct. So again, that nickel disc is a you could say it's a time capsule itself, just to simplify the terminology.
But my question is, it's going to be up there for an eternity and until somebody plays the disc, right?
But you can see it and tell them
Right,
how
so
they can see
it's not something you play. You could actually physically see with your naked eye the actual art that got inscribed, lasered etched onto the disc itself. The idea here is that our future self can then retrieve this information, and that's a way to preserve art as a immutable.
How many pieces are in the disc?
So in order to describe the disc, we capped it out at 222, but there's
On a
actually a lot.
disc?
Yes, but there's actually a lot of metadata. So the metadata, where we have thousands of works of art, is on the disc itself, but then actual inscription of this art piece is we capped it up to 222 art.
And you can see it with the naked eye.
Yes, you can see it with your naked eyes.
But isn't there, forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't Washington, D.C., isn't there a museum that you can go and see these pieces?
Yes, actually, that's correct. There is going to be a copy of this disc down here on Earth. So you could actually see what it looks like. And so anybody could actually see how the nickel disc is looked like. The good news is that we are going again. So the idea here is to do a call to action for artists around the world who wants to be part on the second moon landing that we're going to be doing. Why is it so important? It's because for the very first time, United States has been back to the moon since 1957. So it's been quite a while. Sorry, 1972. Since 1972, so 52 years after, we actually went back to the moon. So NASA is trying to go back to the moon. This moon lander actually landed on the south pole of the moon in order to do a survey expedition. But we had done a proposal of would it be interesting to use the moon as a way to preserve art, as a way to get creators and artists to be part of this initiative and to bring more awareness that these type of projects are even happening. For our end, what we wanted to do is more to elevate the provenance of these artists. We, as Bip Basil, been working with artists who are doing impact, sustainable development goals. That is a United Nations initiative where artists are creating impact using their artwork. We actually have one of the artists here to kind of talk about her SDG number 14, Life Below Water. She's doing ocean conservation, about bringing that artwork. The here is to how these artists are actually leveraging their art to elevate their provenance and to bring more use cases of how they're doing impact itself. So, there's a lot of information I'm throwing at our audience. So that's why I didn't want to go on that furthermore. But just think about the tie-in in this whole Lionsgate. It is the moon itself, where we are using the moon as a neutral ground where everybody could be a participant. And that's really the story to this, that we have creators from around the world who are using this type of technology to help to preserve their art as a way to also elevate their provenance. And so that was the initial idea. And the Lionsgate is just one of many. We have done another one in the past with Sylvia as well, called The Moon, which is the restaurant. Kind of highlighting, some of the stories that these artists are doing. So more so not only highlighting their stories, but, how are they using the technology itself, and also how they're creating impact. And that's really it. We want to show how art is not only a great vehicle for impact, but how they're also leveraging the technology itself. So it can also empower those communities and also incentivize those communities to do action. We like to think, to help support the artists who are have amazing narratives, and to help leverage the technology by incentivize their community as well. So that's really one of the call to actions that we help with the artists with this. So the whole tying about this is more of like elevating the consciousness of humanity, how we can preserve these RPs, and how we can humanity all benefits this. And of course, I could go more.
It's genius. You really have to utilize the art and humanity together and combine it. And what can we do to better?
Yes, absolutely. I think it just takes a little bit of like, if you see yourself, as part of the moon, right?
Okay.
Then you can start elevating your consciousness as, hey, I'm going to focus on how to elevate my providence, my art, to tell that story, because we're going to be able to preserve these stories for our future self, can then be participants, so they understand what happened during this time as well. So it's just turned out that this technology was really good at this.
And it's all mediums?
All mediums, actually. Yeah,
okay.
We have
Even
photographies and film. So that's why when we come to these activations, you kind of see a little bit of a showcasing of different type of art that can be part of this. The idea here is to be very inclusive. So we're not really limited to any type of art. The idea is more so how do you leverage the technology so you can be a participant. So that's what this is really about. So one of the things is, again, it's more of an entertainment to showcase the artists themselves, their works, and how they're learning how to use this technology, which is the internet itself, and be part of that movement as well.
Yeah, it's really funny because they found caves on the moon. I thought she was sending art and putting it in the cave.
That's a good portal right there.
That's a portal.
It'd be great to have a portal that takes you to the museum. That would be amazing.
That's actually happening. Metaverse, oftentimes called spatial computing, is the portal. So it's hard to describe our digital self, right? But we do it all the time. So every time you go online, you have a digital self. But now this new internet, which is more 3D, often called the metaverse, you are able to see what's on the moon currently. There are actually satellites on the moon. The moon actually has been scanned. So we currently do have a digital twin of the moon itself. So our moon lander, you can actually see it, this 3D model, what's on the surface. That's the cool thing, through the internet. And so this idea, hey, can we throw a concert on the moon? Yes, we can, through the internet, because the internet now is also 3D. So because we can validate through blockchain technology that in fact is there, that's what's so cool about this. So the internet itself is constantly evolving. It's just that this is a cool new use case of this technology.
All right, hold that thought because we're going to take a hard break. In New York City, they have a portal in Times Square where it goes straight to England, except that everybody who goes there shows their breasts and what have you. It's not meant to do that, but they do that.
Really?
So they had to shut it down. Now they put a cop there. My cousin, my nephew went down there. He says, Dio, they got to bring in more cops because all these women were showing and flashing people in England. Did you see this? It's craziness. You saw it? Did you flash? No? I thought she went like this. I thought it was her flashing. Anyway, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll get more into this. We're also going to talk to Mark a little bit about how Lion Gate and what's happening right now, because
Yes.
Nathan, even though he was here, he doesn't understand how this 9-year hitch works. Why is it lasting 9 years and not 8 years? And we'll be right back after these words.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft, silk, touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Yes, I bought I bought paintings at Home Depot, and I bought them at Bed Bath & Beyond and a few other places. Actually, I sold them, to be honest with you, because I bought them at such a good deal.
Art gallery
Yeah.
of Bed Bath & Beyond, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Because they're closed. It
Yeah.
was a sad day. Oh, no. So you get my art.
You know, somebody was an artist that did it, and they sold it to Bed Bath &
Well, the history of artwork, some of the famous paintings have been painted over because they didn't have money to buy canvases. So they painted over them. And the next thing you know, they're finding out because of the technology today that there are other paintings underneath, the Mona Lisa or whatever. And the amazing thing is that these artists, most of them were drunks, unfortunately, but these artists used to spend a lot of money on booze, not enough money for canvas, and they used to use the strangest inks in the history of mankind.
Priscilla would know because she's an art historian, like she knows everything.
Well, Priscilla, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but she went to New York City. That's a whole different show.
Well, and Priscilla, he's
Talk
the
about
stuff on the
this.
flash. But Priscilla, you were, I forgot what I was going to say.
We're going to go to Mark. Thank you, Priscilla. We'll go to you as well. We want to talk a little bit about the Lionsgate that's happening on Thursday. And I want to understand your concept of bringing all of these different elements. You got selling of art, you got singers, you got entertainers, we're going to get to your sister as well because she's another part of what's going on in there. And I want to understand how all of that fits together.
Yes. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Lionsgate Celebration is a community event for all ages. It's this Thursday from 4 p.m. till late, and it's for everybody in the community, all the artists, whether it's new or old or professional or amateur. We welcome all the artists to participate, just like a burner style. Everyone's participating. And one of the companies that we partner up with is Bit Basil, where Scarlett is part of, and they're going to come in and help do a panel talk and promote their gallery on the moon that they're participating with. It's the world's first gallery on the moon, and Priscilla is actually part of it. I don't know if you knew that, but her art already went to the moon. And they're looking for more. They have a whole application process, and maybe Sally can join too, and apply for it. And whatever other artist that's watching could also apply to be.
Wasn't your son part of this at all?
No, my son works for NASA, but he was in charge of the mice.
Yes. So the event is on Thursday, the 8/8, Lionsgate. It's a energy portal that's supposed to be that starts with yourself. And you want to connect. It's all about connection, having fun, a celebration, and bring the community together. And all these different artists that's participating are all part of the community. We don't discriminate against anyone, and we want everyone to participate. And the more, the better.
So if they go to the event on Thursday and they want to be part of these, I mean, you got a whole bunch of things going on Thursday, and they want to work there and they want to work here, they can do that on Thursday night?
Yes. It's a very flexible schedule. It's just like jamming. Of course, Sylvia's part, our headliner, Sylvia Brazil. She's going to be doing her special set. But before and after that, we're going to have jamming sessions with different drummers, saxophone players, violinists. They might be just popping here and there and stuff. So it's going to be very fun. That's the style we like.
That's an interesting concept with the way they're doing it. And then Priscilla, you're involved in this as well. You've sent something already to the Museum on the Moon, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
What did you send out?
So the beauty of this is that I was embraced with this opportunity, and not only was it, you know, there were 222 artists that were participating in this, and I was one of the 22 that got accepted and chosen to be part of the mission. So that was an extreme honor. And what I did, I submitted my Triton and Siren piece because Triton and Siren is an artificial reef that's already installed under the ocean. And it's a sculpture that acts as an artificial reefs. And we propagate corals, and so marine life has a new habitat and has fostered and brought in not only a new, what I would say, a jungle under the ocean, but also it created, I a whole entire theme park under the ocean, so that when passengers and tourists were going under the water at the private island of Norwegian Cruise Line, they got to actually feel what it is to be part of this installation. So it's really out of this world. It's hard for me to explain to people until they go and to the island and actually swim with these sculptures, because it really does feel like you are part of a video game, kind of like a metaverse, where we'll go back and talking about that. But to have the sensation that you're hovering over a sculpture, and then you could go face to face, and then you're over it. And I have a specific formula to doing all these sculptures. That's just like, it's my secret sauce. But the one piece that I actually submitted to the Luna Prize got accepted. And not only did I just got accepted, I was also part of the Art X Prize winners. And I got to paint a beautiful painting for Michael Nash. I'm one of Michael Nash's artists. Michael Nash is a world-renowned director, filmmaker that actually focuses only on climate change documentaries, which is an amazing opportunity, because this is what brings us to what is happening. Basically, it brings us to what is happening today with the climate awareness, and that's my main focus. And SDG 14 is what I stand for, but I also tap in the Sustainable Development Goal. There are 17, and number 14 is life below the water. And even though Sea Sirens, we focus what's under the water, we also focus on what's on the surface of the water too. We focus on propagating not only coastal resilience, but also propagating mangroves. We have done projects here in Boca Raton. There are projects happening in Biscayne Bay that I've actually did work with Bit Basel in the past, and we're still going to be bringing this up again. And it's a wonderful opportunity. But the whole purpose of this is literally capturing what we have done on this planet and conserving on the moon, because we don't know what's going to happen next. And when I say that is literally going back in history. If you look at time, going back to the Roman Empire, or if you're going to go back to the Grecians, what is left after that society has been left out? What? Only
Ruins.
Buildings and art. Yeah. Only buildings and art. And this is what's going to happen time and time. Look what's happening in Italy. It's declining. The population is declining. Now they're asking, please come live in our village and we'll pay you to live here. So what's going to happen? Eventually these villages are going to be wiped out. This is what's happening in our world. So we don't even know what's going to happen to humanity, but all we know is that we have a permanent museum right now on the moon conserving what has been happening and been done in this planet for the past hundreds of years, thousands of years. So it's an honor to be participating in this, and what we are bringing into the elements for Lionsgate is the water, ocean. The moon plays a significant part with marine life. Not only does it play with the tides, it affects the tides, it also affects the spawning, and it's an amazing symbiotic relationship that we have with the moon and the whole entire planet, that these corals spawn at the same time in the world, all around the world. And this is all because of the relationship with the moon. So that goes to show how impactful the moon is with the ocean, with our planet. It affects us with women, we all know, with our cycle. And this is integral for us to understand how we need to celebrate this, and what a great way to celebrate Lionsgate. So.
And Mark, putting these things together, you have done Lionsgate prior years to this year?
No, this is the first one Lionsgate is happening. Sylvia, Brazil, was the one that approached all of us and connected all of us together. And we did a practice run last month at a place in Wynwood in Miami called The Moon. And we thought it would be wonderful to do it again on Lionsgate, August 8th.
Yes, I've been planning for this moment since 2020. And because, as an alchemist coach, the moon is our muse. So the moon is is the study of nature. The alchemy is the study of nature. So it's the nature, it's our temple, our medicine, and our school, and how it can relate. And the moon is a big part of it as the sun. And we created this, concept because the moon changes every, 28 days. It's related to water and emotions and the woman. And the moon is the muse of alchemy. So when we're starting to plan everything, then, oh my God, Scarlett has a moon project. And this is fantastic. This is a perfect thing because we complement each other because her participation is about the moon outside of us as a cultural movement and expression and art, and it's a way of being inspired, receiving the spirit and creating something. And then, so we're going to talk about the moon mission, and also we're going to talk about the moon mission inside of us through the portal.
Now, Sylvia, you've done this before?
Yes, I've been participating in many moon festivals all the time. I've been studying the moon for many years. And since 2020, I've been planning how we could do this, how we could create a collective consciousness and collaboration to make it happen and manifest. So we are here right now is this big present, this moment here with the perfect team, because everything happens when you have a collaboration, you have the partners, because it's very difficult to do on your own. You need to have a network. And right now we have a fantastic network, and we're not only planning, this is actually our second moon event. The first event was on a location called The Moon in Wynwood. Was very successful, and we have a tremendous response from the artistic community. There was a cultural melting pot. There was so much love in the air. There was such a great energy with everything, with the music, the arts, and expression, and the panels. Everything was just, then we could not even stop. So we took that momentum to start planning the Lion's Gate, which is a fantastic experience because this Lion's Gate, as an alchemist, I use astrology, numerology, tarot, and many other techniques.
But let me ask you, your contribution is that, or is it the music entertainment, or is it both?
Both. Actually, I'm the creator of this concept. And then I contacted all those people to join it because, the moon it's a very important element of alchemy to help us, to guide us. And connecting to the moon, because ancient people used to do that, connect to the sun and the moon. So I'm bringing back this ancient knowledge and practice for us to be more grounded with nature and more one with the universe. So above is below. And now we are doing, we're creating a new story because we are taking art, 3D art, to the moon. So, we're creating a museum of the human race. So we're doing so many fantastic things with artists that we need to collaborate and create this marriage. And that's why we're here today to invite all of you. And also we have a series of events that's coming up following the moon. But everything's going to be about the moon. This one is specific because it's the Lion's Gate 8/8.
On this particular day.
And this particular day. And also this portal already opened. It's between the new moon in Leo. That was Sunday until the 12th. But the 8th is the peak of the day. And this portal is going to be opening, and it's going to open doors for frequency that's going to last 9 years. So if you want to put your right foot into the next 9 years of frequency, I invite you to join us in this portal and with the vibration and the music and the art. And we do have a lineup of events. And as I said to Scarlett and our crew, we're not going to stop here because the Moon Mission, it's a long-term project. And the alchemy, is also a long-term project. So we're going to continue growing, glowing with you and us here.
Did you know about Lionsgate and 8/8 before you? Maybe your sister did.
Yes.
You knew about it, right?
Yes,
did you educate her, or did she educate you?
I think we both educated each other.
You knew about
it. I think what really brought me to awareness is during the pandemic. When they did global meditation on that particular date. And then I participated, and I was like, wow, the energy was like so strong. When you know that the whole planet is meditating at the same time, it's pretty powerful. And I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. So doing this again, it's almost like saying, okay, let's all give attention and give your intention at the same time. And that's when we know that humanity is shifting, and it's almost like either you're in or you're out. That's why it's called a portal, because either you're going to go in the portal or you're going to stay outside. So this is an important time in humanity too, because we all know, and we are seeing how things are unfolding, and how you could feel how this planet is shifting, how a lot of people are awakening, and some are still not. But here we are, the ones that are awakening. Our responsibility is to actually educate. So what a great way to educate while we have these. I want to call it almost like a workshop, because that day is not only you're being entertained, like we were talking about, you're being educated, and like Scarlett has coined this, it's an edutainment. And not just that, like I'm giving out an opportunity for people to view with what is coming for our Basel. So anybody that's going to be participating, not only they're going to get a privilege to be viewing and actually getting in our list of VIPs for having access to the artwork, but it's almost like you want to be part of this membership, this group, because what's going to happen in our Basel is going to be insane. So
do
Miami
understand
Art
what
Week.
our Basel is? I mean, it's
Everybody in Florida
okay.
knows
Yes.
what art
Okay.
is.
I just want to make sure.
And it's
because I
very
don't know.
interesting what we are doing today. We had a meeting before, Scarlett and Priscilla, and it's interesting that you were like, I watched the show that we did yesterday, and it's important to look at yourself in the mirror and hear what we're doing. This is a big deal.
Right?
We are
It's a
writing
big
a
deal.
new chapter on a story of humanity, and it's important for us to be aware of it. And then the gate is open for anybody that wants to participate and join us on this movement.
And just because, excuse me, it's just that Priscilla, what you said, we're feeling something. And you know what? If you think about it, majority of people feel like something is off. Children notice it. Look how time is going by faster. Everything is and yes, it's still 24 hours in the day, but there's something going on that we don't fully comprehend. So what is it that we can do within our limits that we can
Unleashed.
Yes, I think it is participating on this event it's a beginning of start asking questions and also being aware, because it's very important to get off the automatic, like we got to work to make money and pay bills. Everybody has to do that, but at the same time, we are a human being. So we need to live life and exist and let the universe live through us and connect to nature and love and create. We need to create, and it's art, and it's music, it's friendship, and it's a new story.
I just got it. We have to create or we cremate.
So let's keep the first call.
On that note, we got to take a hard break. Boy, I got to tell you, you know what I'm saying? It gets really funky sometimes. Anyway, we're going to take a break. When we come back, hopefully you haven't been cremated and you're still creating.
Or be stuck in an artificial reef, huh?
We'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for a group I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out. Thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Dawn and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back, and we're gonna finish this up and then change gears for a real quick second. And what did you want to do?
I know. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here and showing us and showing the world this movement. And Sylvia, you were just telling me on the commercial break.
Yes. Let's just conclude the idea about this event because it's a movement.
A movement.
Yeah. Yes. And also, it's not just a party because people get a little bit confused. Oh, it's a party. It is a celebration. It's a different way of putting it, but it's also education. I think Priscilla had a perfect word to describe that. Right? Was it education event?
No, we were talking about edutainment.
Edutainment. Yeah, it's education and entertainment as well. And so we're going to learn about the portal inside of ourselves, being a well-being, being more, bringing God into you, bringing the light to your life. Also, we'll talk about culture, which is the moon outside of us, the time capsule to the moon and everything. Business networking, because it's going to be a great community of artists, holistic servers, and much more. And it's going to be everything: food, drinks, fun, music, and you and me and all of us. And the sky is the limit.
And just to top it up, everyone's going to be in smiles because So for those that don't know, Mark's name is really Smiley. So
How'd you get that name?
Mainly from the high school. I've been a Smiley Mark ever since, and also in the burner world, we all have nicknames. So technically, you're not supposed to give yourself your own nickname, but I just made mine Smiley Mark again and rebirthed it.
It's stuck.
And Mark, how do you get tickets for the event?
Yes, the event is August the 8th from 4 p.m. to late, called Lionsgate Celebration on Eventbrite or Luma. You can do it online on each one of those websites, Eventbrite or Luma, or their applications. Or if you see one of our flyers that you see right now, you can use the QR code. Just take a picture of it, a screenshot, and press on the QR code. It'll take you directly into ticketing. And we have limited number of free RSVPs left. So RSVP as soon as you can. And we'll see all of you at the Thursday, 8/8, Lionsgate
What
Celebration.
time does it start?
4 p.m. Starts with happy hour and social time.
Now, we have 15 artists in this building that have their works one way or the other. And just because you don't present at this particular event doesn't mean that you shouldn't go down there and meet these gentlemen and ladies because they're going to be doing future events as well. And it's better to have more than to have less. And you can get into the fray of what's happening here, whether it's on the moon or it's on this planet, whatever planet we're on, because it's a kicker. It actually is something that you should learn more about. And with entertainment brings curious minds, and then you're able to educate, which is, I think, what your sister is doing. So for all my friends that are watching out there, jump on this opportunity, go down, whatever business you have, because what I'm seeing is you're taking businesses on to become part of a growing family, because within numbers you have strength. So it's an interesting concept. I'm talking to Mark about bringing it up here as well, maybe doing something up here as well, which is, because I think that the more noise you make, the more people get educated, and maybe for a change we could do something good for this planet as opposed to always beating it up.
because, you know, if we don't do it, then it's going to be a silent thing, and silence can be deadly.
We could also do a follow-up show, too, bringing in some content, some videos, so people that are not there, they can see what we did, so that they can actually come to our next show.
We can do the moon talk every time we have a new moon event, and then just brainstorm all over again, because it's very different energy. Each moon is a different energy, so we can feature that on our experience, and that's why we have all the moon events, because it talks about different elements and everything. And believe it or not, my last name is Brazil. And I lived in 5 countries. Everywhere I went, I brought Brazilian culture with me. And now I'm bringing Brazilian alchemy to the world. And these moon events are part of the alchemy coaching that I'm launching. So people can visit me on alchemistictv.com or on Instagram, Facebook, and Sylvia with Y, Brazil with Z on Instagram. Thank you.
And you're going to learn to moonwalk.
I tried.
No, that's the sell point.
Okay.
Mark was telling me, you got to learn how to moonwalk. Back's in the teacher.
Well, I can do the real moonwalk, which is like.
No, that's slow motion. That's not a moonwalk.
But
and your mouth is not supposed to do that when you moonwalk.
No, 'cause I keep-
Liz, you got to school her.
Oh, you know what? We can moonwalk underwater.
No, we got to do it above water. Moonwalking is done above water. Remember Michael Jackson when he was alive?
Jesus, he did walk on water.
No, I don't remember Jesus. I remember Michael Jackson doing it. Not Jesus.
Oh, I think you said walk on water.
Well, Alicia is going to be emceeing, so you might see her moonwalk. She'll surprise us.
Right?
This one, if she did
Actually
the
have a
moonwalk,
lake.
it would shock
We have
me.
a little water fountain in front of stage and behind the stage, so.
You do moonwalking?
I do.
You do.
Can you
I want to
moonwalk?
see. Yes,
I think you should do a moonwalking class.
Yeah,
You do that, everybody
teach me to
participates.
moonwalk, and I'll moonwalk
Yes, okay.
when I host.
Yes. I think let's do this. Let's teach people how to moonwalk at the Lionsgate 8/8.
There you go.
Let's do
Now
it.
the class is on. Now the class is on. Liz, you got to help me here. Now the class is on. You see, this is what happens. You moonwalk, you bring more people in, because I would pay to see you do that.
I wish you
Oh, absolutely.
We can do a moonwalk contest. How about that?
There you go, and we'll give a rock as first prize.
Rock as first prize. I love it.
Oh, man. Ross is going to be so happy. It's going to be like a bunch of aliens. Yeah, sorry.
Shall we invite some aliens too to come over? Does anybody?
Sure, we'll go to
friends?
Mexico and pick some up for you. I knew he was going to say that. You started that, by the way. You.
Who?
The moonwalker.
You, huh?
No, you.
Oh, he's pointing at me. Well, which part? The
I went to the school of Liz Unleashed, and she said I can act this way. I've been doing it all day. I got on Baxter's case. I've been on there the whole day, right?
You are getting unleashed. You opened a bag of moons. I love it.
Bag of moons?
I just want you
love this.
I just want you to pray for me because I got to
moon
work
bombs.
with this one.
Oh my
bag
God.
Of moons?
Too long.
A bag
We
of
can
moons.
moon you.
A bag of moons?
A bag of moons? That's what you said.
Bag of.
Now she's gonna hide behind the language. Oh, I meant it in another language.
No.
This conversation is getting very moody.
I guess she got an idea.
Oh. Hold on. Okay, now let's. Guys, thank you so much. But wait, there's more.
Okay, put the box down before you hurt yourself.
Always
Now,
trying to think outside the box.
I wanted to share. Thank you very much for guys. Mark, thank you.
Thank you, Freddie.
I live in a box, honey. There was a time in my life when the next guest we're going to talk to, I used to do this for a living.
Yeah, tell me about this because I heard you saying something.
I had to make a lot of money because I had a lot of debt. And when I came to New York, I had to pay a lot of debt. So I got
That's
involved.
what he says when you're married, right?
No, I wasn't married. If that was a problem, then that would have been, I don't care. But no, I had to survive, and I had a lot of debt. So I went to work for a particular company, which I can't name because I'll get sued. And this particular company, Kamel knows who I'm talking about, they were #1 in South Florida. And we beat everybody who did this kind of work. And we're going to talk about what the kind of work that he does and everything else, because we used to go over the existing stuff without ripping it out. Until that epoxy stopped working.
Dun, dun, dun.
But it's Kamel
Yes.
from Care Property Services.
Correct.
Now you do bathrooms, because he's part of our community outreach program, and we try to do this every other show, because this is somebody even that Mark can introduce. It's a different concept during the show because he's important in what's going on around us, which are businesses that are trying to make a living. And we are in the summer. This is the worst summer we've ever had. I don't know if you guys have done that. I don't know if your business has suffered.
Yeah, it's actually a little tough right now with everything going on, and
it's tough.
Yeah, it's very, very tough.
And I'm going to tell you now,
competition out
but now we can get all together. Well, competition is one thing. People holding back because of interest rates and everything else is another.
Yeah.
But now we can blame Mark. You see, because Mark should have told us that 8-8 was the portal. And all of this has a plan.
Absolutely.
To get your attention. You remember when you did something wrong, your mom took off her slipper and smacked you in the head?
Many times.
And she got your attention, right? So,
still have
listen,
scars.
I'm still with you. So, in this plan, I'm going to blame Mark because Mark should have told us in January, at least me, this was coming. Because this has been a tough summer.
Hopefully it opens up for everybody.
That's right. That's what I'm hoping.
I will. It will.
That's what I'm hoping. Well, if you moonwalk us into the next portal.
What is
I'm ready to jump in it. I'm ready to jump
You're
in
gonna
that
jump in
portal.
that?
Yes.
You're going to moonwalk?
Moonwalk into the portal.
Sally's going to moonwalk too in slow motion.
Too much about this, but 1111 is my frequency. But over the years, I had never painted before, but a lot of the artwork along here that is coming through certain portals. So I'm finding this absolutely fascinating. I was given a message to paint, never had a lesson, and suddenly all this appeared.
What does that mean, 1111? Because every time I look at the clock, it says 1111.
Okay.
Isn't that like twin flame love time?
It's an opening up. It's a knowing of what has been happening. I can't possibly tell you in a few minutes, but just know that it's a good number. It awakens your soul. You're ready, whatever you want to call it. I had this about 25 years ago, and it started my journey, and everything has changed. Not just because of 1111, but it opened me up very much to a lot of things.
It's a portal, and it's another interesting portal was when SpaceX went to the moon was February 22nd, so it's 2/22.
Well, talking about portals and talking about property and talking about real estate. Now, I heard a report this morning that they did not lower the interest rates in the last deal, and they're thinking about doing it in September. And that's important to us because running a business has a lot to do with how people spend money.
Absolutely.
And if the interest rates are up and they tell you, oh, we may lower them, then you're going to hold back doing any modeling or renovations or anything else. And the real estate show has gotten softer. There are more properties out there. There's more to choose from. So if people are now able to wheel and deal at the normal prices, it makes it tough for businesses like yours because people aren't as fast to remodel, which is, I think, what you do. Tell us what you do.
I do basically from start to finish, complete renovation. If you're interested in redoing your kitchen or your bathroom, the good thing about me is I don't have a brick and mortar type of place. I actually prefer to come to your home, sit down in your kitchen that you're looking to renovate, and then kind of go through everything that's going to be entailed into renovating your kitchen. Because a lot of people look at cabinets and they say, oh, I just want to replace my cabinets, but they don't realize all that's involved in redoing a kitchen. You know, you may have plumbing issues, electrical issues, wall repair after you replace the kitchen, and then again, countertops, as you know.
Yeah.
Trying to find the proper product, the correct quartz or quartzite or granite or porcelain, whatever you may want to use, you know, that will all play a factor into redoing your kitchen. And a lot of people, when they do want to renovate their home, they don't look at all that, you know. So what I try to do is try to work with them, kind of Kitchen 101, hold their hand and walk them through the process, but make sure that they know that I'm always there to help them through the process till we get the complete job done.
And you do it all? You do plumbing and everything?
I don't do plumbing. I do have contractors that I work with that I've built great relationships with since I've been here in Florida. As Fred had said, sometimes it's hard to even find a contractor or
that shows up.
Get a phone call back from them.
Yep.
One thing about me, I always answer my phone, and you will always get in touch with me.
And is it Tri-County or just Palm Beach County?
Palm Beach, Broward County, pretty much.
It depends on the size of the job because you're going to go where the job gets bigger.
Obviously, down here we have a lot of condos, so there are a lot of smaller kitchens. Sometimes the kitchens may require 6, 7 cabinets, 8 cabinets. It's not a really big project, but when you're dealing with condos and HOAs and things like that, there's a lot more involved that people don't look at. So I try to make them look at the full picture before they make that commitment and cause that aggravation and frustration, you know, in renovation process.
This is like me looking in the mirror in 2006 because I didn't have a brick and mortar either. I did it exactly the way he does it.
Wow.
I used to go to places, but the fun part was, let's say I meet Liz and she's the client. I used to take Liz to the different stores. Now watch out, because we got to go pick stuff. And clients love the scratch and sniff. They love it. That's where I got that from Dawn. Dawn used to get, but it means that she's going to go, she's going to touch the cabinet.
Touch it,
she's going to
see it, feel
see
it.
And then they bring out these big slabs, right? She sees these big slabs, which they end up cutting it down and everything. So you go, wow, look at this. Oh my God, look at this. So all of a sudden, and we're not talking money yet because it depends on what the client wants.
What is the price range for these projects? It starts at like what, like 10,000 and up?
You know, I used to get clients that would walk into our showroom when I previously worked for a buddy of mine, and they would walk in and I would ask them one simple question and they would not have any idea of what they wanted. I'd ask them, what type of cabinets are you looking for? They would have no clue what I was even talking about. You know, you have your modern European style cabinets, you have your shaker style, you have your traditional style, and then you can get really technical and get into custom built cabinets. You know, that's a little more tricky. Again, like with anything, we were talking before, it's all about math, it's about the numbers.
And what you're going to do with the property?
Yeah, so once you get a final measurement of the space you're working with, now how are you going to utilize that space? What is gonna work for you in that kitchen? You know, pull out trash, spice rack, where's it gonna be placed? You know, and it's all about the measurements, so everything has to fit in a certain area, so.
What's the craziest, like weirdest, awkward, like experience you've ever had? Like something
You
weird.
mean besides being here?
No, I liked it, like a project that you had to build something, but like, I don't know, something.
Well,
really
I know my integrity, and when I first started, funny story, it's not funny actually, it's kind of sad, but this lady came into my shop like 4 or 5 times, tried to beat me up on price. And I knew I was giving her a great deal, and she ended up going with somebody else, calling me 3 months later, sent me pictures of a half-finished kitchen. Her contractor walked out on me, on her actually, and then wanted me to come in and finish the job.
Yep.
And
Very common.
sad to say, I can't do that because I can't finish someone else's mess. And then another thing that people don't understand is when you're buying certain cabinets from certain companies, even though they're all white, it's gonna be a different shade of white.
Right.
So it's not gonna match and you're not gonna be happy, you know, so.
White ain't white.
Yeah, so it's,
Wow.
it's one of those things that you gotta have confidence in the person you're working with and make sure that you know what you're getting into before you get into it.
Well, you know, I've worked in design before, and the clients, the relationship with clients, you just never know what
Yeah.
you're going to get. So that's a really big part of your business.
I try to keep everything as simple as possible. I don't like to complicate it because it's fairly a simple process if you understand it. You will run into issues, but again, with experience, you know how to resolve those issues. But you have to be there to do it.
Well, what I like about you is what I can see and what we hear is that you're a trustworthy person.
Thank you.
And so anybody who hires you to do their job, they're going to be satisfied because it seems like from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is that you start from beginning to end until it's complete.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my main focus when I work with the client.
And I think once you do, from personal experience with renovation, once you do one thing, you're going to want to do another. Because when I did, you know, my condo, once I did this, I'm like, oh, now I have to do the lights. Oh, no, now I have to do the floor. It's kind of like you have to do like a room at a time. Would you agree?
I do agree with that, and a lot of people, they do want to change one thing, and like you said, once you start, it's like, everything's new, why is this old?
Right.
So you're going to switch it out anyway. So, and again, it's all about working within your budget, not something to put you in debt or put you behind, so.
I don't like that
you
word,
know,
budget.
You kind of, you look
The
at what you have to
B-word.
work with, and you work with that, you know.
Well, you'll be the perfect client because well, I don't like the word
Like, I
budget
want
either. Let's go
everything.
spend some money. But the husbands used to say, what are you, nuts? What are you doing here? I said, you want a happy wife or you want a bad life? I mean, it really comes down to it. He's the boss, but she's the one making the decisions. Because if the wife is the one that spends more time in the kitchen, you know, your kitchen and bathroom are your sell points in a house. And if interest rates do drop and people begin to put things back on the market, you should be smart now and start getting your renovations in.
Absolutely.
I'm just telling you, from being in the experience of this stuff, I used to sell and buy homes in New York every day. Every single day I did it because I had my own crew. And that's how I got into this game. I had my own crew that did bathrooms and everything else. And I used to sell it to the people that used to rent with me with options to buy. I made a fortune.
Yeah,
That's how you got into television?
No, I left that. I got into television because somebody bet me $50 that I couldn't do this. What are you laughing at? It's a true story. $50. And I went up there and I made a fool of myself. And I said, forget about that, just give me my money.
But obviously you fell in love with it.
And I won the bet. And then it was after that, it was 18 years later. But I can really respect what you do because it ain't easy being you. And people just don't understand that. When you go home at night and this didn't work and that didn't work and the guy didn't show up or the floor gets warped. You know, I did the fountain blue floors. The floors, the granite.
The original?
I don't know how, this goes back 2006, 2007. I did, my company did it, the company I'm talking to you about. And I went to them and I said, you can't do it that way because it's going to warp on you. And they didn't listen because they know better than me. And a week later, it started to go like this. So they had to shut it all down. And they had to dig it all out. And then they had to do it correctly. So sometimes you see something, and if they don't listen to you, it's going to cost you twice as much in the long run if you do it wrong. So what I love about this guy, you go to the house, correct? You
Absolutely,
sit down
100%.
and you explore the possibilities not only of today, but of tomorrow.
I like to see what I'm working with.
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing. I don't want to guess at anything. I want to actually see, and I want your feedback on what you want in your kitchen, what works for you, because everybody, you might be right-handed, you might be left-handed, so this might work better for you on the right side than the left side. So, you know, again, there are a lot of factors in that.
Everything counts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And did you see how there's an art to it? Because it's
It
a
is an
craft.
art.
It's an
It
art.
definitely
and
is
you're
an
a
art.
craftsman.
Yeah.
Because
Listen, they give you an estimate for a bathroom change, a toilet, right? And you say, yeah, we need a toilet. And you would agree everybody needs a toilet, right? But they bring you a short boy.
Yeah. Oh.
So all of a sudden your knees are above your ears.
Before,
And you say, wait a minute, this doesn't work for me.
It's a child, like little toddler body.
But it's the cheapest toilet.
Yeah.
So
Prior
you
to
want
this, I apologize. Prior to this, I was a mortgage banker, and the last time I sold an
Well,
interest
where'd you
rate
get
was
this guy?
2.5%.
I went
So
into
I worked
mortgage
for
banking
Rocket
right
Mortgage.
after that.
Oh, did you?
Maybe they're like,
What the hell?
Watching my two dads talk.
Yeah.
I did mortgage banking and then I went into this.
Yeah, I was a mortgage banker for about 25 years, and then finished off with Rocket
Holy
Mortgage
smokes.
in Arizona. And last time I sold rates were 2.5%, and I would get clients that would ask me
2.5%.
2.5% were the rates that.
Is there a
the last 2
possibility
years
of that
ago.
ever happening again?
You never know. You never know.
2.5%.
Very doubtful. Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
sell them.
Oh.
I used to tell people, yeah, take as much as you can out of your house and renovate everything at that interest rate.
Right.
Were you doing it in Clinton's presidential era?
What is it?
Bill Clinton's?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy, you and me have war stories.
I-
You know how we used to verify income?
Yeah.
Freddie, does he
I
have a
used to
job?
check your pulse.
Yes, he does. That was
No
it.
income, no asset. you
No
got a
income,
pulse,
no. There was it was
720
called
score.
no loans. There was nothing to it. Here,
Nina.
sign here, you get a house.
Nina
And my ex-wife, I made her the realtor. So she never sold a house.
Even
I sold all
better,
of them.
yeah.
So I had the realtor.
Well, you know, back in those days, you'd have a closing. I'd go into the office for my closing. I'd call the bank, make sure the wire's there. No, sorry, the bank's closed. What do you mean the bank's closed? They shut down overnight. That was crazy
I
times.
was nuts. But I used to close all my deals in the basement of my house. I made him hang the license in my house. He says, his name was Rocco. He said, Freddie, I don't think that's legal. I said, call a cop.
That's how Breaking Bad happened.
But do you know, you order in my basement, right?
Love that
So you
show.
go with your family, you buy the house, right? So I give the seller his money. He gives you a pair of old keys. Then you got the backyard. My backyard had a pool, a hot tub. It had food from a friend of mine who had a restaurant. And they had it for 4 hours. And they could bring
Really?
up to 40 people
For 4 hours.
for 4 hours. In the pool, the hot tub, food.
Wow.
That's a
the
nice
whole-
setup.
Huh?
That's a nice setup.
I'm going to tell you something. In 17 years that I did that business, I never had to solicit one loan.
That's true.
Never had to go look for business.
Never.
Because
It was
every
all
one of
word
these
mouth.
things, I used to sell leads because I have 40 leads sometimes in one party.
Sure.
But man, I'm going to tell you, back in the day, it was a blast.
That was different.
It was a blast
Yeah.
because they were moving houses. And, the game was until the bubble burst.
Yeah.
I had something to do with that, but anyway. But anyway, how do people reach you?
You can definitely call me at 954-200-4547, or you can email me at karepsfl@gmail.com. And I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Lauren has been a great support team for me, setting everything up, so I'm very easy to reach.
Excellent.
Your daughter, right?
No.
Oh, no?
Yes, that's his daughter.
But you said it's my two dads.
It's like.
She says we
they're
sound
both
like her dads.
They're both like my Florida fathers.
Oh.
But back in the day, this is what we did for a living.
Yeah.
And we made money at it. We made a lot of money. It was ridiculous. I had 49 properties at one time.
Wow.
And I sold them all. Now the funny thing is that if you follow this, if they listened and follow the recipe, they too, it has to be altered a little bit. So maybe you do closings in the back of your house and you don't ever have to find another game.
I'm actually licensed in 18 states, so.
Oh, really?
It's like looking in the mirror.
Wow.
I'm looking in the mirror here. I mean, the same track he took is the same thing that I did.
Oh, this is great. I love it. I love it.
Next thing you know, it's going to be moving on to this.
He should, because I got to tell you, people tell me to
kinda
write
like
books.
this.
See, people tell me to write books
Yes,
because
you should.
people don't understand the stories. My biggest job was a guy who had a palace, and he wanted me to build something for his 3 dogs.
A palace?
Inside the house.
Where's the palace?
Some big house he had.
Oh, okay.
Down here in Florida.
Okay.
And he wanted the dogs to live inside, but not roam the house. So I had to build this contraption. And it had to have valleys and all sorts. I had to dig up stuff.
No.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you. I took pictures of it and everything else because nobody would believe this crazy.
Do you still have the pictures?
I got to look for them.
Oh,
this
we
is
gotta,
going back.
Yeah, you guys should switch pictures and stories, you know. But go on, and then what happened?
When'd you get your bathroom fixed?
I'm
You
renting.
told me you wanted to.
I'm renting. Yeah, it's like the original
You just put a rug
bathroom.
down.
Okay, or Clorox spray. That's what I do. But so go on, and then you created tunnels,
I
portals.
had tunnels. I had all sorts of. It looked like a giant skateboard thing for a dog. It was crazy.
Did you have a dog at the time?
No, it was his dogs. He wanted something so they were inside the place
Oh,
when
it
it was
was
too hot to
his.
keep
I thought
them
it
out
was
there.
yours. Okay.
I think
Wow.
he had Alaskan Malamute. Is that a
At
dog?
the palace.
He had
That's a big
3 of
dog.
those bad boys. So he had to keep them inside because it's too hot to have them outside in Florida. And this guy had money.
It's scary though. He's the weird guy.
In our business, we don't ask. We just do.
Just give me the money.
Just give me the
Just give me the money. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting Italian.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. I
Anytime,
appreciate it.
anytime
Thank
you have a wild story, you come and tell us.
Absolutely.
And
Matter
you
of
guys can
fact,
switch stories.
a good buddy of mine, you may even know of the hotel, the Ocean Manor Resort.
Sure. Yes.
Is a very good friend of mine. We went to grade school together. I actually manage his tiki bar 1 or 2 nights a week up there.
You know it well.
You guys are more than welcome to come up and
Want to do a show there?
enjoy it, right? Yeah,
You
absolutely.
remember Jeff DeForest?
Yeah, Jeff was.
You know Jeff?
Absolutely, I know
Jesus
Jeff.
Christ.
Jeff's a good man.
Jeff
He used to do
DeForest.
his show there. I managed
I
his
know.
hotel and tiki bar from 2009 to 2013.
I used to do the cameras.
Oh, okay.
Jeff DeForest put me in radio.
Yeah.
I
a good
bought
guy.
Jeff DeForest's time slots at WNN a few years back.
Well,
I
we're going to
bought
have
his
a
time.
reunion at the Ocean
But
Manor.
Jeff knows me.
Yeah.
Tell Jeff. Freddie says you still owe him money.
I will.
But we used
I'm
to
here
go,
to collect.
We used to go down to the tiki bar. We're supposed to do a show, and they wanted to move me upstairs, and I don't want to go upstairs. I want to be on the tiki.
Yeah.
And we used to do. You got to see this place. It's beautiful with Jeff
I've
DeForest.
been there. Priscilla, isn't that Ocean Manor where we did an event?
The Bamboo Beach Tiki Bar.
Yes. And Jeff used to be there every Thursday night. I think
Wednesday
it was?
nights.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday nights.
Yeah, but yes, you guys have to do a show there.
No, we
I
tried
mean-
before. You know who I met there was the guy from the Bulls. What's his name?
Rodman? Yeah.
He's always there.
In and out.
Lawrence comes in and out of
Yeah,
there
we,
too.
we get a lot of celebrity. Michael Irvin's there.
Irvin. This is like looking in the. But I'm going back. I'm going back 18 years here.
Yeah.
When Jeff introduced me to radio, and he went down to iHeart, and he says, "Freddie, you want?" That's the way he talks. "Freddie, you want my NN?" And
Yeah.
I give it to you for $1. He sold it to me. A lot of time that I had on the AM station.
Small world.
Wow. Now.
It's a
this
small
is
world,
freaky,
let's
man.
say.
Small
Freaky.
world.
All right, let's take a commercial break and we'll wrap it up when we come back. Freaky.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called innocent spouse relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free. Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-613-3597. 800-613-3597. 800-613-3597. That's 800-613-3597.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Okay, we're going to wrap it up with a vaccine song, but I want to thank all our guests for coming.
Thank you so much, everybody. It was a wonderful, wonderful show. Thank you for having me. Freddie and Dawn will be here soon, you guys, so don't be too sad that I'm not Dawn.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about because she's always welcome here. And she has been here when Dawn was here, when Dawn wasn't here.
Yeah, but, you know, everyone's used to Freddie and Dawn.
Well, by the way, I'm probably going to take the next few days off, so don't go too far.
No,
Also, I wanted to mention that Lauren is her last day today as well. So we're going to be missing her, and she's headed back up north to go to do her thing. Hopefully these kids will come back next summer if we're still here, hopefully. But I want to thank them for being here. And Baxter will be leaving me next week on the 20th. He's going to live in Atlanta 2 weeks.
But
So
there's a new M2 TV studio there now,
There's
right?
one in Atlanta where I'm going to have him go up there to work with Jennifer. There's about 4 or 5 kids up there that we're putting together that he'll be in charge of to help as well to promote that channel. So, and he's going to go make movies. He's the creature features of them horror films. Oh, I got something for you. Before you leave, remind me, Horror Films 101 called, and I got to call them because I want your uncle to talk to them. Okay? So just remind me of that before the gig is up. But I want to thank you for filling in and helping out.
Thank you for having me, and I enjoyed every second of it, and,
You only drove me crazy part of the time.
See, that's why I had so much fun.
And I want to thank Liz, the comedian. We kept you at bay today, but you're going to be able to catch more of Liz because she's going to be back on Friday to do Inside the Mind of. And then we have some other things that we're working on with Liz also, which I'm
And also, we're going to have her do improv, right?
Yes, I'm going to try to see how good that improv is, and maybe we put it on the radio because we're looking to expand in that notion as well.
I'm excited. Thank you. I love being here. You guys are so nice and sweet.
No, we're
it's
not.
so much fun.
We're not nice.
I love the energy here.
Oh, yeah, we've got good vibes, man.
Good vibes, man.
Good
You want to thank your
vibes.
guests?
Which one?
All of
No,
them.
I'm kidding. I want to thank each and every one of you, Priscilla, Sylvia, Smiley, Liz, Scarlett, Kitchen Man.
Camilla.
Camilla?
Kitchen Man?
I knew it was Camilla.
Is that a superhero? Kitchen Man. Kitchen Man.
No,
Kitchen
no.
Man.
but-
We're gonna do a song.
And Sally. You guys, each and every one. Sally, it's 2 years anniversary for Sally.
That's right. It's 2 years that Sally's been on the air. Congratulations.
And Sally, you're a great, crucial part of being here in the studio. And thank you so much for making us all feel like family. You and Don, thank you. We really love it here. Huh?
No.
What? No.
No.
What?
I'm not gonna say nothing.
What are you gonna say?
Thank you for hanging out
Yeah.
and doing this.
How about just like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah. But I want to see the New York in you. Come on.
You're welcome.
Hey, Ayo. Thank you all.
Man,
God bless you
I'ma tell you.
all. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love Baxton, Aiden.
You would think she's going to war, right? I want to say goodbye to all my fans.
Well, they're
Are you
leaving.
retiring?
think you would do.
We've
No.
seen them before they go.
Oh, yeah.
They see Bill before he goes.
So long.
So
farewell.
long, farewell.
I'll be the saying
I
goodbye.
read and say goodbye. I do to you and you and you.
Anyway, so we're going to end the show not in that style. We're going to end it with another Baxton song so we can say goodbye. We will see you tomorrow at the morning show. Don't be late at 9 o'clock. You've never done the morning show.
No.
You have to get up.
Okay.
Okay.
Who
Come
does
in.
the morning show?
We do. The crew does.
No, but Dawn and you are also the host of the morning show with the crew? Wow, it's like 2 live crew. Oh, God. That's so bad. I'm so sorry.
I love it.
Baxton, you ready?
Thank you, Liz.
Say goodbye, Lucy.
Oh. Bye, you guys. I love you all. Thank
Tune
you.
in. Don't be late tomorrow.
Adieu.
Baxton, take it away.
Slow it down a bit for you guys, a bit of Les Miserables. Suddenly it starts. Can two anxious hearts beat as one? Yesterday I was alone. Today you are beside me. Something still unclear. Something not yet here has begun. Suddenly the world seems a different place. Somehow the days full of light. How was I to know that so much hope was held inside me?
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.